What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of our Sweet Life Saturdays. Again, before we start, quick promos to read off, just get them out of the way. Go over to Underdog Fantasy, sign up, use promo code GETRIGHT for a 50% deposit match up to $1,000. And second, go over to Trophy Smack, use code GETRIGHT. Go get some merch. Go get some belts. Go get some rings,
guys.
I say it every time, man. You wear this thing to the bar, you're not leaving alone.
You ain't leaving alone, brother.
All right, Jack, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling good. Ready for some college football. Big game of the night. LSU playing at home against Bama. Ranked 11th. LSU, I believe, is ranked 14th. Both quarterbacks projected to be top 5 taken in the 2025 NFL draft. Not necessarily both in the first round, obviously. Jalen Milroe got a little bit more draft stock, but Nussmeier has been playing horrible. He played with guys like Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors when they were there, and they're at home. Spread's only 2.5. Low key might be leaning Bama. We'll see. We'll talk about that a little bit.
We'll have to get our college guy Sean on here to talk about it.
Sean, maybe our boy Johnny, the LSU fan, talk about it. But yeah, dude. So far on our NFL picks, though, we're doing pretty well with the Ravens. That they're getting a fat dub against the other LSU player, Joe Burrow.
Starting on a good note.
Joe Burrow, smoking that Joe Burrow.
What a game that was. That was. Let's just say I'm happy I wasn't playing Jamar Chase this week in fantasy. Was playing against Lamar. Johnny's got Lamar.
Where I put up 62 points. 62 points.
I got some practice for the our Turkey Bowl later. If I don't put a performance like that, I got to start, stretching out, get these muscles loose again. I'll be putting up 62 fantasy points.
I'm ready. I'm ready for you to get loose out there, man.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready to sling it.
For nobody that knows, we get together with our boys and have a big turkey bowl every year, and we've picked up Cody in free agency, my team, and
it's going to be like the Derrick Henry signing of this year.
Yeah,
wait and see.
It's going to be good, but yeah, man. What do you want to jump into? What are you ready?
Yeah, as always, feel free.
Don't mind me. I'm just throwing up the link on the socials.
Leave some questions, comments, banter in the comments. We'll make sure to get to those.
Mm-hmm.
This show we come on here, we'll talk about some props we like, some props we don't like, some maybe Jack's locks of the week, and
I got my locks. I got my locks. I'm ready to. Don't you worry.
Is there any game particular that you want to start with? I know last week I pulled 2 from each game, but that kind of got hard and redundant. So I kind of broke it down. Some bets that have been kind of consistent. Some bets I'm going to target, and then some I have lines that seem low to me. I kind of broke it down into 3 of those segments.
Maybe some backup quarterback lines. Maybe some Mac Jones.
I'm not going to stay.
No,
I didn't go near that. The first one, 100% hit rate. It says last 5 games, but he only started 2. They have Russell Wilson's line at 210.5, and I have. For passing yards, I have that both in the 100% hit rate, but also lines that seem low. That just seems super low to me.
What's the Steelers matchup again this week?
They're playing Washington, so it's a great matchup. I know Washington just got Lattimore, but 210.5 is still, I think, a little low for a guy who.
I like 210.
Yeah, with the guy who I think threw for 250 and 270.
Can you still see me if I swap windows like this too? By the way, you still see me on good?
Yeah,
cool.
So that line seems a little low to me. Sorry, I dropped my pen. We have another one, and I took it last week. It hit last week. Another one in the 100% hit rate last 5 games. They have Jahmyr Gibbs again at 61.5. If they keep
rushing,
if they keep putting that line right there, I'm going to smash that every week.
Smash.
It's not going to hit every week, but
smash
more times than not. That's going to smash.
And the Lions play the Texans.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
So decent matchup, but still 61.5 just seems a little low.
You always got to be worried about that other big man, meatball there.
Yeah, that's true. If anything, he's gonna suck the touchdowns away, not necessarily the yards.
Yeah, I still.
Jahmyr Gibbs is that guy. One carry he hits that over. You know what I mean? He's an explosive play, just waiting to happen.
Absolutely. I wonder what his receiving and rushing yards are.
That I didn't check on. It's probably got to be something around 90. High 80s, low 90s, I would imagine. Oh, and just to preface again, all my odds are via DraftKings.
Yeah,
so keep that in mind. I know.
Be looking at the FanDuel.
I know Jacko uses FanDuel,
so
our lines are going to be, maybe a couple yards off.
Still waiting on that sponsor.
Still waiting.
We'll
get there. We'll get there.
Losses.
Yeah, let me log in. It's probably a good idea. I should have been logged in here already, but let me log into the DraftKings. And let's see, what do they have as rushing and receiving at?
Get some fat dead air here.
That's all right, as long as we just make a little bit of noise here.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Rushing we are chilling. And receiving for Jahmyr Gibbs, they have 82.5, which, I mean, that seems kind of low to me, too. I mean, I know the matchup's decent, but
I like 82.5.
82.5. I mean,
that seems like
that could be a half. You can hit that first half.
Yeah.
Some other on the 100% hit rate last 5 games. Joshua Palmer, they have him at 28.5. He's hit that 5 straight. They have Baker Mayfield at 1.5 touchdowns. He's hit that 5 straight. And Tony Pollard at 15.5 attempts. Obviously, there are more than just these 5 that have hit in 5 straight, but these are the ones I took as, we'll probably hit 6 straight. Baker playing the Niners, had 2 touchdown passes last week against a better Chiefs defense. I don't see why he can't do it again this week.
Yeah, Baker's been playing pretty well. He's been playing pretty well.
That is top 2 guys, but still playing good.
Yeah. Another thing I would love to just take a peek at, Tank Dell is probably not going to play. If Tank Dell doesn't play, Stephon Diggs is already also out.
Nico Collins isn't coming back this week either.
Nico's not coming back this week. I wonder what some lines are on Texans wide receivers because they're probably low. You got guys like Robert Woods, John Mechie, and Xavier Hutchinson, who some of y'all might not even know who those guys are.
Well, DraftKings still has Tank Dell props.
Okay. I'm going to pull up.
And they don't even have Robert Woods or Mechie or anyone like that.
Yeah, well, they are the Sunday night game, so that changed. Or no.
Oh, that's what I think you might too.
We're
doing a Saturday morning. Props are, could always change.
Props could change. For the most part.
Will arise.
For the most part, they're probably steady.
But we're working with what we got right now. What do we do?
So Dallas plays on Monday, so the lines are probably going to be shifty. They actually don't have anything right now on FanDuel for a same game parlay. At least not for me. It's not the loading game for the Dallas Houston game because
it's Detroit Houston.
No, it's Dallas Houston.
What game are you talking about? Detroit's playing Houston this week. Dallas is playing Philly.
That's way too far.
I think you're on next week, buddy.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I think right there. Gee, that's how I'm like, man, why do they have the props up for it? Holy cow, man. Sorry.
You're okay for the matchup.
Right, dude. I'm looking to the future. Okay, I have the props now.
There we go.
So I'm seeing a lot of Lions props.
Yeah, there's not a lot of Houston ones.
There's no wide receiver props for Houston right now. There's actually, I was going to say, there's Tank Dell.
He's in DraftKings. There's Schultz.
There's Tank Dell, but he's not. He's going to be a game time decision. Question for you that I've had to go about. I don't know if it's in our league or if it's in my other league, but I have Tank Dell. And if you were forced to start, either John Mechie, Robert Woods, or Xavier Hutchinson, you had to pick one of the 3 to step up and be the guy.
I mean, I would probably go Hutchinson just off of, the plays he's out there. He's out there at a higher percentage of plays than the other 2.
You think he's already
being on the field more? Obviously will give him, better opportunities.
He might have a little bit more chemistry already.
I mean, granted, he had the most playing time out of the three last week and didn't catch a single pass. So that's something to keep in mind. And I think Robert Woods had 2, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what match he had, but
Mechie's had a pretty quiet season so far.
Yeah. And I mean, it's hard. I mean, like I said, I'm probably just going to go Hutchinson just based off playing time. But I mean, you could probably coin flip Woods or Hutchinson. I wouldn't go Mechie. It'd probably be between Hutchinson and Woods for me.
Mechie was the second round draft.
What up, fellas? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, Rasta. Hope
Happy
everything's
Saturday.
okay on the West Coast.
Yeah, Mechie, it's just like, it's so weird. Like, forget, he was taken in the second round as wide receiver.
He had that little health.
He had
health issues
some sort of blood cancer.
Yeah.
It was like, some sort of cancer, which was awful, but he beat it. Pretty sure he beat it, and now he's
like TK. Beat the race.
He's beat it like TK. He unfortunately has not beaten the mid allegations because he's barely seen any snaps on the field.
I mean, a lot of teams don't want to trade for him. So
but maybe
he's
this
still
is
young.
Maybe this is like.
I mean, you got to think you have Collins, Tank Down, Days on front of you. What do you?
But what if this is like the time for Mechie to shine though? Now
it could be. Very easily could be.
I wonder if the upside of
Mechie is like, if it was his time to shine, he would have done it in previous weeks since Colin and Diggs been out. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
And like he's like playing just as much as Robert Woods.
But Tank Down was there.
Yeah, I know, but he's still playing less than Hutchinson and just about the same as Woods.
Yeah.
Like I said, still young, ton of potential, like you said, former second round pick. I mean, I'm not going to disagree and say there's no chance.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think
the chance is probably slim.
I think the highest floor is like a Robert Woods. You just like start Robert Woods if you really have to.
I mean, it's like last week we got some questions about guys. You could probably find better options. If you're forced to start one of them,
Robert Woods.
I don't know what kind of situation.
Like you might as well start like a backup running back.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably find tight ends that if you're playing flex, you could probably find a tight end.
Yeah,
you'd probably have better odds to score.
I think I've just had paranoia as a Tank Dell owner of like praying that someone steps up and is the next thing before Nico comes back. If he ends up staying when he comes back.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
I'm grasping for straws.
You're playing Detroit too. Detroit's got a decent defense.
That's what I think they're going to throw up the ball though.
Yeah, but I mean, who I don't know.
Someone.
Like I said, if I had to start one of the three, I'll go Hutchinson just based off playing time.
I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me if one of those three guys had at least 15 plus fantasy points because he's going to have to throw to somebody.
Sure. Yeah, but I wouldn't, count out Dalton Schultz having like his best
game.
Year,
True.
You know what I mean?
True,
he's
yeah.
Kind of quiet all year. I can see Dalton Schultz stepping up.
Big
They'll
Dalton.
probably ride Joe Mixon heavy. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I'd like to see Andy Dalton have a big game.
Yeah, if he plays it.
Yeah. Well,
the Panthers said they're trying to make it work with Bryce Young. So hopefully it does.
I was having a discussion yesterday with my buddy about this. If you're Carolina and right now you're going hot potato back and forth, Bryce Young. Yeah, I know. You're Survivor over there. This is your Panthers. You're playing back and forth with Red Rifle and Bryce Young. And, Andy Dalton gets into the car accident, bangs up his hand or his wrist or whatever it was. And now it's like, okay, we're riding with Bryce.
Sure.
Gets his first win. Well, not his first win, but his first victory formation win. Feeling good.
Sure.
So now let's say you're the Panthers and you have a top 5 pick in the draft. Do you just ride with Bryce and you don't go quarterback and you try and help him out?
It depends.
You trade down?
I think it depends who's there. Because, you have all these teams that we're trading. You're calling and wanting to trade for him. Obviously, his trade value probably gets a little lower post-draft or, during the draft. So your time to trade him probably was now. But I think it kind of depends. Because, you can look at what Arizona did a couple of years ago. They had Josh Rosen, top 10 pick. Next year, they took Kyler Murray and got rid of Rosen. They could easily do something like that.
Yeah.
But, if
I think it makes sense.
I think it depends how he plays throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah.
You know, if he starts to show potential, starts improving a little bit, maybe roll with him one more year. You know, there's a guy in not this year's draft, but next year's draft that's, you know, highly touted. Had a couple uncles and dads playing the NFL.
Yeah.
Maybe they try and, you know, see if they, you know, give him one more year and then, you know, go get the aforementioned Manning that we were hinting at there. I don't know. I mean, Panthers, you really do anything. You know, first year head coach. I mean, you really got nothing to lose.
Right now, the projected picks order for 2025 is number 1, New England. Number 2, Carolina. 3, Las Vegas Raiders. 4, Giants.
So if you're at second, you have your pick of the litter of a quarterback because New England isn't going to take quarterback.
Right, but here we have. What if they say, you know what, our team is trash. If we draft a quarterback, it's not going to do us any good. Like, we're not going to do any better than, you know, how much better can we really do with what we have? We don't have any number one wide receiver.
If you draft a quarterback this year,
we have no number one wide receiver. O-line is beat to hell. Our defensive porous. Like, what if they trade down and the Giants trade up to jump the Raiders and they take someone like a Shador?
It's not a bad move at all.
And the Giants already have
trade down.
Giants already have a number one wide receiver.
Yeah,
their D line is pretty good. Sexy Dexter Lawrence has been leading the league in sacks.
The secondary hasn't been, you know, atrocious.
No, I mean, if the Panthers banged up, but
you could easily do that. You know, trade back. You know, let the Giants trade up
or
get some more draft capital. Go draft a number one wide receiver. Go draft another receiver. You know, draft some guys on defense next year. You know, if the Bryce Young, you know, project still doesn't work out, go get fucking Archie Manning. Why not?
Yeah.
So we got to look at it. You have, you know, Sanders, you have Beck, you have Ewers, you know, you have Cam Ward. I mean, Cam Ward's a stud, I think. But
Cam Ward's awesome.
I mean, do you like any of the guys more than Archie Manning? A lot of people say no.
No, well, Archie's a Hall of Fame name.
Yeah.
And
plus, that's the thing.
You know, that's
getting the Manning name.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, do the Giants just tank for Arch and they say we don't want the quarterback this year, we're going to wait?
It would make sense for the Giants too, because I think it would line up. Because I think like next year would be Daniel Jones's last year in his contract. I could be wrong, but I think it might line up nice to where they can draft Archie, and then they wouldn't have, you know, the contract of Daniel Jones. I'd have to double check, but I think he's got like 1 or 2 more years after this year. And if it's still 2 more years, you only have to worry about the contract one more time, and Archie Manning will be on his rookie contract, so it could work.
Daniel Jones signed a 4-year, $160 million contract extension in March of 2023. Only this last year. So
2 more years after this one.
But that gives the Giants more of a reason to draft before that is over, and you can get rid of Daniel without having to pay him all that.
Because then it'll work. His contract come off the books by the time it's, you know,
you could see him traded or even just
whoever
cut to bite some of that.
The timeline would work.
Salary, I guess.
You got to think Uncle Eli going to the same team as Uncle Eli.
Or he does the thing that we talked about where he's too good to get drafted to a team, and he says,
I
don't want to play on that bad team.
I don't see Archie doing that. Because they asked him in college, like, why are you going to stay with Texas and sit another year's the backup? He's like, well, I mean, I'll be the starter eventually. Like, I don't care. I just want to do what's best for the team. So he sounds like a team guy. I don't imagine him.
Plus, Texas is just going to make him look better. Texas is phenomenal.
Yeah. Why walk away?
One of the best goal lines in college football. Like, what are you going to do?
Why would you walk
What are you doing?
Regardless, exactly. All right, a little off topic. I guess we'll go. So those were the 100% hit rates. I mean, we're on a tangent there. So these next lines are probably ones I'm going to, you know, if you follow the gram, you might see some of these picks in the jimmies here. First one I'm going.
Jimmies.
DraftKings has Sam Darnold at 245.5 yards. I'm going to take that over because the Jaguars are allowing the second most passing yards. So I just feel like that's an easy hit. I mean, you could probably, I think they had Jefferson at like 92.5 yards. You could probably pair it with that. Jacksonville's very bad at covering the outside receivers. I'm not going to take that one. I'm going to shy away. However, they don't have TJ Hawkinson's line out yet, but if they have his receiving yards somewhere around like a 35.5 to like 40.5, I'd probably take that.
TJ Hawkinson. Let me check on FanDuel.
And DraftKings doesn't have.
Who do the Vikings play?
They're playing the Jaguars. Maybe DraftKings has it now, but when I was looking before setting these up, they didn't have Hawkinson. But like I said, if his yards are around like a 35.5 to 40.5, I'd probably take the over.
You want his yards?
Yeah.
34.5.
Yeah, I'll take that over that. That's even less than what I thought. So I'll take Hawkinson over 34.5. Pair that with Sam Arnold. I like that one.
I don't hate it. I think they're going to be so they're not going to have to pass the ball too much once they're up. It's like obviously you got to get up, so someone's going to get the yards to get up. But typically in games like this where there's a big spread, you're going up against Mac Jones. You don't know what you're going to get from that. Obviously, the floor is not very high for him.
Yeah, you never know.
But
Andy Dalton came in earlier this year. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. You never know what could happen.
Hey, we picked him in Minnesota in our pick this week. Okay. Did you pick Jacksonville in your own bet or no? Okay.
No.
So we do agree on Minnesota.
Minnesota. It's better live. We can't put the edit of the video on.
No, we can't.
Next line I like. You can go either one of these or both. The Giants are playing Carolina. Bad defense. They're 30th against outside wide receivers.
Carolina.
I know I did, but it doesn't mean I can't bet Malik Neighbors to go over 75.5 yards.
Oh, 75?
75.5. Like I said, Carolina's 30th against outside wide receivers. So 75.5 kind of seems he could hit that easy.
75.
And the only one in that game I like, another guy in the Giants offense, Tyrone Tracy. They have him at 74.5. He's averaging over 100 yards a game since being the starter. Again, playing a very bad defense. I think they're actually 32nd in the league run defense. So that seems a little low to me. I also have that in my lines that seem low.
I'd probably take a little alternate.
I don't know if you want to take both of those. Probably take one or the other. I would probably go for Tyrone Tracy than Malik Neighbors.
Rushing yards? What did you say rushing yards?
Tyrone Tracy, 74.5. Like I said, he's averaging over 100 since becoming the starter and playing the worst run defense in the league. I feel like that's a smash.
Yeah, I like see stuff like that. I always feel like I'm cheating the system, though. You take the alternate, you take a little bit below. Like I just put together a little, if you parlay those, you take the alternate, you take Malik 60+ receiving, Tyrone Tracy 60+ rushing, you get slightly over even payout. You put down 25, 127. Like that's really good bet.
Yeah,
that's a really good bet.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would take easily. I mean, Carolina's defense. I mean, anyone playing Carolina's defense here, you could probably take their over, regardless of who it is.
And add even more juice. Take the Giants money line, slap it on there.
I can't do that. I got a survivor pick to win here. Moving on to the next one.
It was survivor pick to win.
Next line I really like.
It's not looking good for the survivor.
Hey, like I said, we gotta start pulling some.
I'm gonna try here. If I go undefeated, there's got to be like something.
We'll figure something out.
We gotta figure something out.
Leave a comment if Jack goes undefeated. What do we do?
Other than just bragging rights, so that people can listen to my picks. Because if I get a 100% hit rate on every fucking game that I pick, sorry for the language, forgot. Kid friendly. If I get a 100% hit rate every week, one game a week, it's free money. Do the math on if you took the bet every week, which I just have to start doing.
It's to get Kyrie Williams anytime touchdown score this year.
Yeah.
You see something like if you
or Derrick Henry.
Like if you took $100 from week 1 and just kept rolling it over on a Kyrie Williams anytime touchdown, you'd have like $12,000 or something.
That's absurd. Pretty dope. That's pretty cool.
Next line,
that's pretty cool.
George Kittle, easily been the most consistent San Francisco wide receiver, tight end, but receiver.
He's the number 1 tight end on fantasy in the year 2.
I have him 59.5 yards. I mean, the Bucs just let Kelsey go over 100, and I like that over. That's probably going to be in my jitties this week. Kittle 59.5.
Kittle.
Ew.
Are they at home? No, they're in
No,
Tampa.
in Tampa Bay. They're in Tampa Bay. But,
Okay.
I mean, that's not stopped me. I mean, Kittle, I'd have to look, but he might have hit that, I think, every game, if maybe missed one. Another one I like a lot, another Jimmy alert here. Jared Goff, over 1.5 passing touchdowns. The Texans allowed 2.1 touchdowns a game, and Jared Goff has hit this line 5 out of his last 6. So that's another Jimmy watch I'm liking there.
2 tutties.
2 tutties.
I like that for Jared. Jared's the man, dude.
And
We talked about Jared being in at least in top. Yeah, and in that conversation, maybe not top, maybe not 1, 2, or 3.
He could be your 3.
He could be your 3. Maybe 4.
Probably Lamar 1.
You look at Lamar.
Allen 2. Goff could sit right there at 3.
He could sit there.
In my
Unless
eyes,
you want to go RB.
You can go Derrick Henry, sure.
You can go Derrick Henry.
I mean, Kyron Williams, we just talked about him, scored every game this year. You could probably put him in MVP box. I mean, he probably won't go vote, but
yeah,
probably realistically top.
Throw some respect his way, though.
He deserves to be, maybe top, like I said, top 10. Top 10 candidate there.
Of course.
And the last one I liked on the Jimmy alerts is that Hawkinson line. So those will probably be the ones I lock in.
I will tell you my locks right now. We'll give away the early locks. Jacko locks is going to be
3 of his last 4.
4 of my last 5.
4 of his last 5. Sorry, misspoke.
Because Jack Flacco. Joe Flacco burned me, dude. He burned me like the stove, dude. It was not cool. Lost all respect for Joe Flacco after that horrible game against Minnesota.
One game. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes, dude.
Bounce back this week, you think?
They play the Bills.
They
get dog walked,
no,
dude.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't think they have to throw the ball?
Josh Allen unzips his pants and says, Joe, there you go. There you go, man. Welcome to the fucking show. Like Will Ferrell.
Sure.
Put the napkin out. Welcome to the show. It's gonna be
I think DraftKings had his line at like 232 or something.
Who, Joe?
Yeah.
That's passing.
I'd have to look. Or 220. It was like 220 or 230. Let me look.
I just don't think
that seems a little high.
I think Joe's in for a little bit of a rude awakening. Not a rude awakening. He had a rude awakening last week.
Yards, 229.5. Which after last week's just seems a little high.
Yeah, I mean, again, obviously I lost money on it, so I'm sour.
So you're a little upset about it.
Is Joe Flacco the worst quarterback in the league?
No.
I'm just not going to touch him because he burned me.
That line's a little weird to me. Like I said, could he
really, 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 really high?
Had a high line going up last week, but I don't know. Does he bounce back? Are they going to throw the ball a lot?
You said it was
390? 229.
Oh, I was going to say, gee, almost
390.
That's what I thought you said.
Bro, if any line was at 390, that's insane. Vegas knows something at that point. Wow, that'd be absurd.
Crazy.
390 line.
Just hammering a 390 line.
229. I don't know. It could go both ways. It could be another shitty game or poopy game, or they're down. They got to throw.
I like Bills minus 14.
32.
Minus 14, dude. James Cook, massive lead.
So one line. So I'm going to pivot since we're talking about the game. One line I thought was very low. They've Ray Davis at half a catch. And I think
Ray Davis had half a
catch. And I think after that play he had last week, that long, 60 whatever yard catch he had last week, I think they're going to write him into the game script a little more.
That's not his debut game. He had a massive receiving.
Yeah. So I think one catch.
Yeah, why not?
One catch. I think they'll get it to him.
Plus, like I said, what happens when teams are up against bad teams? You start running the ball. You check down the ball. Now Josh Allen likes to take it off himself, but Ray Davis has shown to be a receiving threat. So
I think they're going to start using him more. Spell.
Hey, Animal just said I might have to start Davis. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's bad. As a flex in a deep league.
Sure, I mean the matchup's there. Like I said, I believe they're going to start using him more. Get James Cook more breathers.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be against starting him. I'd have to see options, but I don't think
He said
he's definitely a good pickup. If he's on your waiver wire, I'd go get him.
Him or Algier. Falcons play the Saints.
I mean, it's close. I mean, it is.
I kind of like Davis. I'm not gonna lie. I think Davis. I think
Davis has the matchup. Well, I mean, Saints defense hasn't been great lately either, but
yeah.
I mean, I would say, I can lead Davis there. Davis over Algier.
Something about Davis is,
like I said, I think they're going to start using him more.
He's a wild card. He's fun.
And even that game he filled in when James Cook was out, he played phenomenal.
Yeah, he played really well.
So I think they're going to start using him a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Davis.
Oh, him or Algier, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you take Davis just for the hope of a big play? Like Algier, Algier's going to get his work, but Bijan's the guy. But obviously in Buffalo, Cook's the guy.
I think Davis is more explosive than Algier.
Yeah.
It's
like usually if we're starting back up, I'm actually kind of hoping for maybe some catches or a touchdown. And I think at this point, Davis has a better chance of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Davis's explosiveness,
Yeah, I would agree.
Even though I vetoed them this week, I think they're going to win.
Those Temple Owls. Hey,
Temple Owls.
Jack's tight end. He's got to get to the game soon. He's running late.
Got to screw up too late.
Yeah, when I saw Ray Davis line at half a catch, I was like, that just seems inappropriately low. Like remember last week when I said Cedric Tillman 3.5, and I'd wake up a little disrespected. If I'm Ray Davis and I see that,
give me the ball.
Disrespected.
Give me the ball, dude.
One catch. It's one catch.
One catch is all it takes.
You don't even have to go anywhere. You just have to catch it.
You just got to catch it.
You can catch it and run backwards 20 yards.
They could do that.
You're still ahead.
They could do that on a screen in the first quarter.
Exactly.
I think that's what are the odds on that? We check. We check FanDuel. You check yours.
Yeah. So DraftKings.
Scrolling down here.
I'm in the game already.
Who are the Bills play the Colts?
Let's see. Ray Davis to over half catch. They've at minus 170. So, for perspective, $10, get you 1588.
That is wild,
right? I mean, that's one catch. Like, am I crazy for thinking that's like
no. I'm gonna try and find that on FanDuel because I'm having a tough time. They're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide it from us. Player total receptions.
Let me get that on there again.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if FanDuel's gonna have something different.
I don't even know if I can find Ray Davis on
DraftKings has about half. So I mean, I might move that from lines that seem low to the Jimmy section. I might smash that.
I think that's close to lock section.
Yeah, I mean, like that's absurd. I mean, I also have a line that seems low to me is Josh Allen. They have him at 238.5. Like I said, Colts defense not too good. I can see that smash too because Josh Allen likes to throw the ball deep.
Yeah,
maybe take some shots. Maybe really, this is the game they, unlock Amari Cooper if he plays.
Yeah, I can't even find that bet on FanDuel.
Wow, FanDuel lacking.
There's a lack. There's a slight lack, unfortunately.
I'm trying to think what other. I don't have any more from that game.
Maybe it pops up before tomorrow. We'll see, but
I'm sure it will. Like I said, it's Saturday morning. They usually release a lot more. Tonight into tomorrow morning. All right, don't forget we got the good old Germany game tomorrow. Make sure you guys wake up, set those fantasy lineups.
What time is that game on?
9:30. I think 9 or 9:30. So set your lineups tonight. I don't know if you.
I low-key want to ride the
60 Giants here.
I low-key want to take the 60-60 that you were talking about. 60 for Tyrone, 60 for Malik.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could easily both hit. I lean more the Tracy line. I mean, you can go 60-60. 60-60 is a little, safer play. But if I'm looking at Neighbors 75.5 or Tracy 74.5, I'd lean more Tracy side. Only because, if the Giants do get up, they're going to want to run the ball. 32nd ranked defense Carolina has.
Yeah.
And he's averaging over 100 yards since becoming a starter. So.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna wait on. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wait for the Ray.
That's what you mean.
The Davis. I'm gonna wait for the Davis to see if I'd rather ride on that, than ride on the 60-60 if that ends up coming up on FanDuel for me. But my lock of the week, the one that I am most confident is going to hit, Is a parlay. Only two-legger. Only two-legger like a kangaroo. Like a mammal, like a human. 2 legs.
Like a Homo sapien.
Homo sapien. 2 legs, nothing crazy. No 3 legs, 4 legs. No, nothing crawling around on the floor.
I think this week might be like an octopus for me. I'm liking a lot of lines this week. So.
An octopus.
Jimmy's like a
tarantula.
Centipede, maybe.
Yeah, the centipede.
Or we'll do a human centipede because that'll be 6 legs. We'll call it the human centipede.
What do you think the longest part they ever put in was?
That I have?
Yeah.
Only because DraftKings capped me at 20.
Oh my god. 20?
Well, it was when I said it a couple weeks ago. Do you remember it? I think I had like $1 or $2 left in DraftKings, and I was like, "Fuck it, why not?"
What if after I talk about my lock, what if we go back and forth on a 20-legger?
You want to put a 20-legger?
Just like you put it down $1, we put a 20-legger, but we gotta agree.
Okay.
Or like maybe we each pick.
All right.
We go back and forth.
That's fine with me. That'll be exciting.
We really
nice 20-legger.
Yeah, and
I think
close the show on a 20-legger.
I think the one I put in a couple weeks, $1 was going to win me like $72,000 or something. It was like absurd.
I would literally cry.
I would cry.
I would cry.
Just to let everyone know, if our 20-leg bet does it this week and we win $72,000, I can guarantee you there may not be shows next week. We might be out in Vegas.
There'll be a show, but there'll be a show, but it will be live from the Vegas Strip.
Yeah, you won't see these walls.
Yeah,
you'll at least won't see these walls.
It'll be live from Miami Beach, dude. It will be crazy. We'll see the Gay Sharks live.
Oh god.
Okay.
$73,000 would be crazy.
That'll be something fun to close the show on. We got another. I got to leave here in about a half hour, so that'll be perfect.
We got another question. Hey, what do you think CMC will be on a snap count? More than likely. I don't know if they said anything about it being on a snap count.
Jordan Mason's healthy to start.
Yeah, I don't imagine, his first game back, since not playing at all this year, they're going to, 25 touches. I just don't see it. You probably see him around 15, I would imagine.
We were talking about,
especially if the rock.
It could be a Sean McVay, Puka Nicole move, though, where it's like, we're going to keep him quiet. He might not even play. And then all of a sudden, cool, massive game.
I mean, it very easily could go that way. I mean, I probably see around like maybe 15 touches this game, depending on game script. If they're up big, then you probably even see less.
Yeah.
I guess it's not like Jordan Mason's bad.
Maybe like 40 plus.
Jordan Mason,
maybe like 40 plus rushing. 48
I think
rushing.
they had his line somewhere around 50.
Yeah, I could see that. Like 48 and a half yards or something stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine be on a snap count. How much of one? Like I said, he'd probably give or take a touch or two. Probably just around 15 touches for me.
Yeah.
So obviously, when fantasy is your first overall pick, you're playing him.
Mm-hmm.
And he could easily, he probably finds the end zone, I imagine.
Christian McCaffrey.
But I wouldn't imagine a game where it's like 18 carries for 102 yards and 4 catches for number 40. You know what I mean? Like one of those type of games.
Or for Ricky Pearsall, I'll do that stuff.
Ricky Pearsall, another line. I didn't put it here, but they have been 2.5 DraftKings. Yes, 2.5
receptions.
Yeah, which I was like,
touched the ball 3 times.
4.
Debo,
3 or 4.
Debo's healthy, right?
Debo's healthy. Yeah. I'm more inclined to take the Kittle line than I am the Pearsall line.
I'm more inclined to take the Ray Davis line. Dude, I would put a solid 25 bucks on that. Easy money.
I mean, you're
catch.
You're praying on a catch,
but you're not even praying. You're just waiting. It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when.
Yeah, that's how I feel. One catch.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be watching that line. But until then, quickly, I'm just gonna go over.
Do your lock.
Jack goes lock super quick.
We went on a tangent there.
No, you're good, brother. Answer questions and stuff. It's all cool. Every week I have my locks. You have your Jimmy locks, your Jimmys. And my lock this week is going to be a little 2-legger. It's going to be the hypothesized undefeated in the regular season Chiefs -2.5 against the Denver Broncos, and the Chargers -3.5 against the Titans.
Okay.
I think the Titans lose by more than a field goal.
I disagree with the one.
I know you do. But 25 bones, win almost 50. It's not a bad bet for 2 favored teams to win. You got Chargers going to have to play a little dominant. They can't just win a last minute field goal walk off. I'm basically betting on them winning by at least a touchdown, but I think that's a pretty safe bet against a bad Titans team. I don't even know.
I think Will Levis is coming back.
Okay,
so they maybe play a little better.
Change things a little bit.
Did you know Mason Rudolph? His first name's not actually Mason. I forget what his real first name is. And this is via Barry McCockiner, the video I watched on his most recent video. I forget what it
was. He Mason now?
Huh?
Oh, it's Brett Mason Rudolph.
Brett, that's it. I knew it. Mason's on his first name. Just learned that today.
Brett
so fun
Mason
fact for all you
Rudolph.
guys watching. Mason Rudolph. Mason is not his first name.
His first name also isn't Elite.
Brett.
Or
Brett and Mason.
I'm just throwing shit on Mason Rudolph for no reason.
Man. Mason Rudolph woke up today not thinking he would catch any strays, but here we are.
I think he's caught more than enough strays before I had to say anything about it.
Caught a helmet a couple years ago, too.
Hey, I mean, you can't be calling Miles Garrett racial slurs, though, either.
That's true.
So that's your first mistake. But that was a lock of the week.
That'd be a nice blind ranking. Players you wouldn't call
racial slurs.
Miles Garrett.
Any one of them. Okay.
All right. So we got a couple more lines. I'll just run by them quick. Lines that seem low to me.
Would you want to kind of incorporate it into the 20-legger? You want to start the 20-legger?
You want to cook that up now?
Yeah, we'll cook it up now because I feel like it's going to take
a
good couple minutes to cook up.
All right. Well,
but
what do you want to? You want to go first? You want to go first? Are we doing this back and forth? You pick one, I pick one.
I'll let you go first.
All right. Well, I'm going to go first. Might as well.
You also have.
I'm gonna lean on my Tyrone Tracy pick here. I'll take the over 74.5. Oh, they moved it since this morning. They have it at 75.5. Oh, that's okay. The yard. I'll take the Tyrone Tracy over 75.5.
I'm gonna. Can you meet me in the middle and go 60?
No.
Okay. Can you meet me in the middle and go 70 flat?
Let me see.
Less than the middle.
We'll see. They have it. We'll see. We can either do this because. Wait, hold on. I was looking at the wrong thing. Tyrone Tracy. DraftKings says alternates.
All the.
What's the difference if we did 70 to 75? It's 6 yards.
But
and the odds.
That's how Vegas wins, bro.
Wait, the odds are 155 minus 155 for 70 plus. It's minus 120 for 6 yards. Get you 30.5 point better odds.
But people lose bets by less than 6 yards. I'll ride with you if you want. I'll ride with you.
I like it.
Let me see. Let me actually make sure that FanDuel even has the same flat line.
Well, if you find one on FanDuel, I'll let you know what DraftKings has, and if it's like if you don't like the DraftKings line, you know what I mean.
What was it 74?
It was 74.5 this morning. They have it at 75.
Mine's at 75.5.
So Vegas thinks he's going to run for more.
So we're gonna.
I'm telling you.
So we're gonna.
They upped it in an hour and a half time.
Right, we're going over. Man, 75 seems like a lot.
Carolina has the 32nd worst rush defense.
Okay,
or 32nd.
We're going.
They're the worst rush. However you want to phrase it.
We're going with it. We're going with it. Damn it.
We have John. He's calling you bum for not wanting to take time and trace. Not kidding. And we have rank these 3 rest of season.
How did you know that was Johnny?
Well, I know Johnny's name. Is that not Johnny?
Look at his last name.
Yeah, I mean it's close to
John Mack.
Whatever.
Who do you think is a bum, Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny. Who's a bum? I rank these 3 rest of season. Josh Jacobs, Kenneth Walker, JT, PPR. I mean, I'm gonna ride Kenneth Walker 1. Probably Walker, JT Jacobs. And I'm only going JT over Jacobs just for touchdown potential.
I like Jacobs better than Jonathan Taylor.
I mean, yeah, Jacobs and Taylor, you can go either way. They're pretty close to me.
But yeah, Kenneth Walker.
Walker's number 1.
I go Kenneth 1, Jacobs 2. And then JT.
I mean,
it's not like
JT and Jacobs are close to me.
Yeah, they're close.
But I think K9 is easy the number 1. I always call him Mason Rudolph
a bum. Yeah, he is a bum.
All right, so that's our first leg there. Time and Tracy, we're going over 75.5. Jack, it is your turn. Those for you guys just tuning in. We came up with a brilliant idea. We're gonna throw in a little 20-leg parlay and see what happens. We only did our first leg. We're going back and forth. I picked first. I'm taking Tyrone Tracy over 75.5 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably just gonna take a lot that I have here and then do a separate one.
I really wish that the Ray Davis one was showing up on here. I love that
Dude,
so
I could
much.
do. I'm gonna put it in on. I can put it in here if that's what you want to do.
I mean, you can put it in, but I can't bet on it.
Well, I'll do it on mine.
Like, you'll just take the bet from me and give me the cash or something?
Yeah, don't even worry about the cash. We're only putting $1 down.
Oh.
Is that what you want to do?
No, don't worry. No. Don't worry about it.
You don't want Ray Davis.
Don't worry about it. Well, I do, but I
you
won't
want
be able to ride on here, though.
Oh, you want to put it in
Or
separate?
do you want to put it? Or do you want to put it in together?
I'll put the 20 leg
put down two. Put down $2.
$2. You $1. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, you'll just do it on yours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll just put it on mine.
Fuck yeah.
You want Ray Davis then?
Yeah. Oh, you were absolutely. I want Ray Davis.
All right, let's get that pulled up.
Easily, I want Ray Davis.
You have to scroll so hard to get it. There it is, Ray Davis for a catch. All right, let me look at my list here. I mean, next one I'll probably go Kittle over the 59.5, I think. I like that line. Like I said, most consistent player on the Niners as far as catching passes this year. Bucks just let over 100 to Kelsey last week. And see they're up in it. They know. Oh, they only upped to the 60.5. I'm still okay with that. I'll take Kittle over 60.5.
Kittle over 60 and 60.5. 60.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Has he been hitting that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me pull it up. I'll tell you.
I mean, they're playing the Bucks.
Like I said, Kelsey just had over 100 last week.
Yeah, well,
so 6.5 George Kittle, pulling him up now. George Kittle has hit that 1, 2, 3, 4 games, 2 straight, 3 out of his last 4.
Okay.
He had 128 2 weeks ago,
just
before the bye.
Just for fun.
He had 92 against Kansas City.
Just for fun, I'm taking slightly lower odds.
You're right.
But still put me down for $1 on that.
Sure. I'm going to go.
I'm not going to lie.
6.5. Kittle.
Let's go. Hold up. Dude, I always think it's so funny when you get a notification on your sports book. It's like, reality check. Been looking at this app for a minute. Are you good, my guy? You gonna call somebody?
You good?
It's like I'm just doing sweet life. Don't worry, I don't have the shakes. I'm okay.
All right, we got another question here while you're looking. We have 2 questions here. We have J876. What up, man? 12-man PPR. You're starting D-Hop over Terry. That is a fantastic question. Terry has the tougher matchup. D-Hop obviously coming off a great game.
I go Terry.
Let me see. Chiefs against Brock. Yeah, D-Hop might get
Terry's the number 1 too. Do you have something number 1?
D-Hop might get the Surtain matchup, which is tough.
Well,
Terry might get the
Kelsey's looking like
junior matchup.
Kelsey's looking like the favorite again. Whereas Terry is that jump ball receiver every time. He's Gene's number 1
last week. I don't know. I mean, they both had 2 touchdowns last week, actually. 2, boy. I'll probably go. Oh, that's tough. I think my gut wants to tell me Hopkins.
Also, I'm ready for your next block whenever you're ready.
2 tough matchups. I got to sneeze.
Sneeze.
All right. We'll get your next pick, and then we'll answer that next question.
James Cook over 64.5. Money.
Rushing?
Yes.
All right, where are we at here? Bills. Well, let me see what DraftKings has. Let's see if they have anything different. Rushing yards, James Cook, 60. What was it on FanDuel?
64.5.
They have it at 65.5 on here. You okay with that extra yard?
I'll tell you what. Let's do alternate. Let's just go 60 flat if you want.
60.
60 flat.
James Cook, 60 plus. There we go. All right, let's see. I mean, there's also going to be, speaking of tight ends, so I run with tight ends because they have Kate on at 57.5. That gives us matching that past 3 weeks. Do we go say
I just
Kadon. 57.5 seems kind of low after the past 3 weeks he's had.
57. What are these tight ends doing, mate? What are these tight ends doing?
Dude, he has 31 targets over his past 3 weeks, and I think his past 3 weeks his low is like 7
guys are
yards.
just using tight ends. I mean, I'm glad I love tight ends, but
well, Baker's been throwing away a shit ton now that, or a poop ton now that Godwin and Evans aren't there. So I don't know. I might do we ride with the hot hand not in 57.5? I feel like that's
57.
I'm gonna keep the tight end train going here.
Okay, I'm gonna be Bizach, and I'm gonna take a slightly alternate. I'm gonna take an alternate.
Kadon in 57.5.
Kadon, man.
Big games with the tight ends in that Bucs-Niners matchup.
Yeah.
All right, so while you're picking, we got a couple of questions here. We got Robert Mitchell, welcome. Dallas Goedert or Hunter Henry this week? Henry's tough matchup against the Bears, Eagles.
For the Cowboys, give me Hunter Henry.
No, see, I was going to go Goddard.
Really?
I know it's his first week off injury.
His first week back. I don't think they're going to have to pass the ball too much.
They're not going to, but I just don't see a big game out of Henry.
I just see a lot of the Patriots are going to be in a position to pass against a tough Bears defense, whereas the Eagles, I mean, I think Micah Parsons is back, so
I'm gonna look at one
matchup there, but I see the Patriots being down and having to throw more than the Eagles.
The matchup's just tough.
Mm-hmm.
Bears are 15th in fantasy against the tight end. I don't know. Henry's been getting some targets recently. Yeah, it's just I like the upside of Goddard, but maybe Henry has that safer floor. I guess maybe we'll go Henry. Maybe it's a safer pick. Goddard first week back, not sure. I like Henry. Rest out. McCaffrey at a snap count. Is Goddard going to get a snap count? Very possible. Yeah, I've convinced myself. You've convinced me. Let's go Hunter Henry. Safer floor.
Safer floor. And the next
play, Taysom Hill at flex. Oh boy, Keenan. I don't know. I might go Taysom Hill here. As crazy as that sounds.
Taysom Hill's
had a rushing touchdown last week. They're using him in a plethora of ways, as they always do.
Who was the first option?
Keenan Allen, who has been, kind of mad this year outside of a couple of games.
Taysom's fun.
I like Taysom Hill.
He's fun.
He's one of those guys. I mean, he could come out and score fucking 3 touchdowns this week.
Yeah. I guess it depends on your team. If you have a lot of 4 players started already, you want to just take the roll.
I'm rolling the dice. Let's go Taysom Hill.
I love rolling the dice on Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill's going to either get you like 2 points this week, or he's going to get you 25. And
anything last year had a game where he scored 3
like
touchdowns.
30. That's what I mean. Like he might even throw for one. Who knows?
Yeah.
Are you got your next one?
I think I do.
All right.
We're going to check out Joe Mixon's receiving yards against the Detroit Lions.
Let's see. Time reminder. I've been logged in for 47 minutes.
It starts to check up on you.
All right. Joe Mixon, receiving yards. DraftKings has him at.
In fact, it started knocking some of these out too. We might go with
rush. So receiving yards for Joe Mixon. DraftKings has 19.5.
Receiving yards. Let's go.
They have Jahmyr Gibbs at 17.5. Excuse me.
God, I don't like that actually. Joe Mixon. Why? Why, Joe? All right, screw that. We're gonna go Jahmyr Gibbs, rushing and receiving yards.
It was like 82 or something, right?
I'm gonna take a fat alternate.
Oh, you like your alternates?
I love an alternate.
83.5 is not bad though.
We're gonna go
rushing receiving.
We're gonna go 7. We're gonna go 70 rushing and receiving.
So DraftKings gives me 50 plus or 75 plus. DraftKings doesn't give me the 70 plus option
because they know.
So they want the 75.
I would lean lower, but I'll let you make that pick on
That's your turn, man. I can't influence. This is your time.
On this, I'm going 7. What do you have? 60.
They have rushing receiving alternates. You can do 50 plus or 75 plus.
Oh,
for rushing, receiving for Jahmyr Gibbs?
Just take a 50.
150. Okay.
Just take a 50. And while we're here looking at this game, let's take C.J. Stroud's. Take a look at his passing yards.
236 and a half is what DraftKings has.
Yeah, FanDuel has 235 and a half. We're going to take that alternate on that too. Alternate passing yards. We're just going to go.
We'd probably do 200.
200 flat. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Let's start burning through some of these.
So I get 2 in a row here then?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Well, then, speaking of quarterbacks and a line I think is pretty low, I'm going to take the Russell Wilson 210 and a half. I'll take that over there.
I like that.
I like that one a lot. Don't need a. Oh, they even lowered it. They have it at 209 and a half now. So it saves us a yard there. And then we got to go one more.
Indubitably.
I kind of want to smack. They have Drake May at 194 and a half. They've been disrespecting this man as far as his line goes. He's been over 200 every game he started and finished. Tough matchup.
As long as he's healthy.
As long as he's healthy.
It's a tough defense, too.
They have Saquon, 106 and a half. Total rushing, receiving. Playing against a very not good Dallas defense this year. I like that.
What if Drake May 175 plus?
We do an alternate.
What are you thinking? You're up here. I'm just spitting. We got a lot to go here. We only got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We have 10. Are you missing some? I got 10.
Well, I don't have the Davis.
Drake May. Let me see what the what's his alts at? Alt passing yards 175.
175 should be cash money.
All right, you want to alt him 175? I like the 194 though. I think
I
they have him at 192.
I don't have that on here, but you could put 194 on there.
They have it at 192 and a half now. I'm going to take that over. And then I got one more. Let me see if the line here has changed. That Saquon, total rushing, receiving. The dude's been crazy.
Saquon.
Oh, they upped it 110 and a half.
Yeah, I'm going to check on FanDuel as well. On Saquon rushing and receiving.
Saquon rushing, receiving yards, alternate, 1 take 75 plus. I mean, that sounds like a smash. That seems like a safe play, but leave us alone. It's a 20-leg parlay. So why don't we do that? Why don't we do Drake May? I'll take the over, the 192 and a half, and we're going to do it all with Barkley rushing, receiving 75 plus.
Alternate rushing and receiving. 75 plus?
That's what I'm going to go with.
All right, 70.
All right, couple more questions here. We have Downs or Tillman rest of season. I'm going Tillman. I'm a Tillman guy. With Downs, you don't know which quarterback. Yeah, you don't know which quarterback you're getting each week with Downs. Plus, just the Colts quarterback play, outside of a big game from Joe Flacco.
Downs hasn't been bad.
I know, but I like Tillman.
Tillman's a jump ball.
Tillman just scored again last week. He's on a bye this week, so keep that in mind. But I think rest of the season, I'm going Tillman.
Tillman's fun.
Jameson likes it. It looks like Jameson's going to be your starter rest of the season.
Right,
Jameson likes Tillman. Tillman's played exceptionally well with Winston under center. So give me some Cedric Tillman. Again, not to say Downs is a bad option. I just like Tillman. Sup, guys? Need help? This is from George Player 1. Sup, guys? Need help to start 2 wide receivers in a flex non-PPR. Bucky, Bigsby, Mason, Hopkins, Cooper, BTJ, DJ, Waddle, Milner, Pearsall. So 2 receivers and a flex. So are we picking 3 here, I'm assuming? So pick 2 of the receivers and then pick a flex is what I'm getting out of this. So out of the receivers, I probably
BTJ.
Brian Thomas Jr. Probably Hopkins, one of them.
Bucky?
You can put Bucky. He can be the flex.
I would avoid Mason. I like D-Hop.
I'm taking D-Hop for sure as one of the receivers.
D-Hop, Bucky for sure.
Amari Cooper could be a good play if he plays. I'm probably going to fade Brian Thomas Jr. this week.
Waddle's not bad.
Waddle not bad. Now
against the Rams?
That's not a bad pick there.
I like Waddle and D-Hop probably as the wide receivers. And then a flex, you like Bucky?
Bucky's not bad.
That's my pick. That's my pick, probably.
The Niners defense has been as good as has, in years past, but they've been getting it together recently. Plus, I don't know that Bucs backfield. You never know what running back's going to get the touchdown or the carries or the catches. It's weird to predict. And I like Bucky more than I like Rashad White. Bigsby, another week with ETN back. Mason gets McCaffrey back. Amari Cooper plays. I like that. I'm going to stay away from Nice Jr. DJ Moore, I'm assuming. That might not be a bad play. It's a decent man. Well, you might get the Christian Gonzalez. So I'd probably stay away from that. Maybe 2. Waddle's decent. McMillan, not bad. Pearsall. So give me Hopkins. Yeah, Hopkins, Waddle. And I think I flex Cooper if he plays. But if Cooper doesn't play, yeah, I guess Bucky. Yeah.
Bucky.
Sure.
I like it.
So I'll go Hopkins, Waddle as the receivers. Cooper if he plays. If Cooper doesn't play, go Bucky. And I guess that's where I'll go.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
Do you see Cooper being a top 10 wide receiver rest of season? I mean, the potential's there. I mean, we saw what we did last year. Top 10 could be tough, but I mean, I could see him. I mean, it's very possible. Yeah, I could definitely see that, without a doubt.
I could see
Do I
it.
think he will be? It's tough to say. Cooper Kupp is still there. He's going to garner a lot of targets and a lot of attention for Stafford, but I mean, the potential is there for it. All right, you got your next locks?
I do.
All right, let's hear them.
We're gonna go to we gotta start printing this out. I'll pick another 2 if you want to go back.
Right.
Two for 2. We're gonna go alternate rushing yards in the Pittsburgh-Washington game. We're gonna have Jane Daniels 25 plus for rushing. And
rushing props, Jaden Daniels, 25 plus rushing yards.
And we're gonna go take a look at Terry McLaurin alternate receptions, and we're gonna go 4 plus receptions.
Terry McLaurin receptions.
Take it back. We're gonna go 3. We're gonna go low.
Well, would you hate me if I said that DraftKings doesn't do alt receptions?
No,
if they don't come out here.
They have
a 4.5.
Do you have Zach Ertz at 2?
Zach Ertz, they have at 3.5.
God.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, 3.5.
What do they have Terry at?
Terry, they have at 4.5. You can do an alt yards.
That's what I was gonna say. We're gonna check player receiving yards. Ooh, 58.5.
Oh, wrong Cooper. Just looking at Cooper isn't playing. Okay, so then going back to that question, then you're not playing Cooper. So you're going Hopkins, Waddle, Flex, and Bucky.
Terry McLaurin alt receive. We'll do all receiving yards. We'll go 50 flat.
50 flat. Let's see where you at, Terry. Terry, 50 flat. All right, so gotta hit me with 2. What do we got here?
Yeah.
Why don't we go? You know what? We're gonna go.
I know I'm going next.
Go back to the Detroit game.
Okay.
And we are gonna take Mr. We're gonna do the Jared Goff pass touchdowns. We're gonna take them over 1.5.
So 2 plus.
Well, 1.5. So 2.
Yeah.
So 2 touchdowns. And let me see here. Let me see. What do they have? What do they got Cooper Kupp receiving yards at?
Cooper Kupp?
7.5.
Cooper Kupp.
67.5 too. I kind of like 67.5 for Cooper. Yeah, give me Kupp. 67.5 over.
67.5.
I like that.
Over. Okay.
All right, questions rolling, guys. Sorry. We got Evan Ingram, Taysom Hill, or Pitts. We have Max Jones starting for the Jaguars, so we don't know how that's going to work with Evan Ingram. I mean, he could just look to him a lot. Taysom Hill, Pitts. Yeah. Oh, boy. Probably Kyle Pitts.
What was the question?
It's Evan Ingram, Taysom Hill, or Kyle Pitts. I'll probably go with Kyle Pitts. And don't hate me if he doesn't score a point. But I don't know what we're going to get with Evan Ingram with Mac Jones at quarterback. And Taysom Hill, like I said, he's going to get
Taysom Hill's
3
fun.
points or 30 points. So if you're looking for a home run, go Taysom Hill. If you're looking for a surefire, 6 to 12 points, go Kyle Pitts.
I like Taysom Hill.
And literally looking what you need. Like I said, your home run there is Taysom Hill. Your safest play is probably Kyle Pitts. Start Kirk Cousins or Kyler Murray. That's interesting. Murray, if you want the rushing upside, you definitely go with that. The Jets, tough matchup. Kirk has the better matchup. Kirk has been playing very well and playing within the division this year. I'll go Kirk, I think. Kirk over Murray.
I'd
really go Kirk there.
You know me, I'm a Murray believer.
I know you like Murray, but I'm a Kirk guy. He's been playing very well. I'm very good within the division this year, too, like I said. I like Kirk. Jack likes Kyler. So that one, I don't know. Who do you trust more here? Probably Jack. He's been kicking my ass in all these things we've been playing.
I'd probably lean Murray for the upside.
It's a rushing upside. Sure.
Yeah, I'd take the upside on Murray, and he's playing pretty hot right now. So
sure. I mean, 2 quarterbacks playing pretty well.
Yeah.
All right, you got your next 2?
I do.
Right, and then we'll answer 2. I got 2, and then we'll run through these questions.
Yeah, we'll answer Snake's question in one moment. I see Snaky Poo. We're coming. But next little lock I like, Minnesota game. Aaron Jones, 60.
Minnesota. What are we going, rushing yards?
Alternate rushing and receiving for Aaron Jones, 60+. That's easy money.
Well, DraftKings has 50 or 75.
Well, rock with it.
All right, we'll do 50. It's only minus 1,200 odds, though.
And while we're here,
not really getting much.
While we're here,
parlay, whatever.
While we are here, we'll go with TJ Hawkinson 2+ receptions if you got it. Alternate.
Well, they don't do the receptions, alternate receptions, but they have it 3.5.
If you're feeling it.
3.5.
What do they have?
It's tough. I don't know. 3.5 is tough. I mean, I would be back. Wow. I mean, I'd be more prone to go like Hawkinson alt yards at like, or I would take
25 plus. 25
we
plus
do 25 plus alt yards for him. I would rather that over 3.5 catches. I think.
This is his first game back.
No, it was second game. He played last week.
When he did really well.
Not really well, but I think he had 3 catches. I want to say.
All right, I'm staying away.
TJ Hawkinson last week. TJ Hawkinson.
I immediately talked myself out of it. I don't like it.
4 targets, 3 catches for 27 yards.
I've immediately
pulled out. His first game back after a torn ACL.
Immediately
or MCL or both, whatever he did. Something with his knee.
Don't like it.
I'm fine with the 25-yard alternate.
We're gonna sway. We're gonna sway. We're gonna go to we're gonna quick beeline. We'll go to the Jets game, Cardinals, and we're gonna take the James Conner alt rushing yards. We're gonna go 50 flat plus
50 James Conner rushing yards.
50 flat.
All right, so I got 2 more to round this off here.
Run us out.
We'll round us out here. A line I kind of like and seemed too low. Rico Dowdle, they have him at 12.5.
Rushing?
Receiving, which he's hitting 3 straight.
I like that a lot.
I think Cooper Rush may, do some, dunks down. So I think I might take that.
It's 13.5 on FanDuel, but I still like it.
Let's see if they changed it. Rico Dowdle.
Still like it.
12.5. Yeah, we'll take Rico Dowdle over 12.5 receiving yards. And I need one more to finish us off here. Let's go. Oh, boy. Where do we want to go?
Oh, boy. Don't think too hard.
Where do we want to go?
They're at 16 right now.
I'm curious. What do they have?
I have 4 more.
Let me look at some of these McCaffrey props, because if we can get...
Oh, no, not the McCaffrey props.
64.5 seems a little high for his
first
game
like
back. I think I'm going to stay away from that one.
You could literally go out first play and break his game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna stay with that. Let's see.
You haven't touched the...
Travis Kelce here coming off a good game. 5.5 for 59.5. You know, he's been playing better lately, but I don't know.
We haven't touched the Chargers game.
There's nothing really in the Chargers game I liked, even looking earlier.
You mentioned Josh Palmer.
Yeah, Josh Palmer, 20.5. He's hit it 5 straight. Let's see what his line. I think that's what they have his line at.
Maybe Lab McConkey receptions or something.
Lab McConkey 5.5.
That's high.
This is a little high. I think he only had 5. Let's see. What was he? Palmer. They have him at 27.5 yards. That's not bad.
You take him 25
what
flat.
What do they have Dobbins rushing at? 62.5. Kind of like that. I mean, Titans have been decent against the run. The Chargers are a team this year who like to run the ball. Man, I don't know.
What about J.K. Dobbins, 3+ receptions?
I don't like that one.
No?
He's not really a catch receiving back.
I thought they're low on it, too.
I don't know. I don't like that one. Let's see. What do they get? No, I'm going to stay away from that. I'm struggling. There's one. I need to get one
You're
more.
struggling, man.
We already took Drake May. I mean, do we go, my boy? You know what? I'm gonna put money where my mouth is, literally.
What do I?
I don't like this one.
Oh,
I wrote it down earlier. Are you ready?
Oh, I hope it's not Broncos.
Pass plus rush. Bo Nix, 232.5.
Oh, okay. But that isn't, yeah.
Against the Chiefs. Chiefs, great defense. But guess what? 2 weeks ago, Gardner Minshew hit the over on the passing yards. So 2 bones, twin.
230 what?
It's 232.5. Bo Nix pass plus rush.
I'm
I like
going
it.
a little lower. I'm going to hit the 225, but I'll ride with you on that.
So right now, 2 bones will win us $13,142. Should I wait?
We split it.
Well, let me see. Do we have a? Let's see if we have a profit boost.
Well, the
here.
profit boost will probably not go in on the line that big.
NFL 33% parlay boost. Let's see. No, I think it's gonna have to be like. There's probably a leg that's like the odds are too good. Like I know one of the legs is like minus 1,200 or something, so it's not going to give us it. 2 bones, $12,395.45. What do you say, Jack? I'll lock it in.
Lock it in.
What, it's already locked in. There we go.
Did you? This one's a 17 leg because I couldn't take all the ones that we took. Do you want me to put down a bone for you on this one too?
Yeah, it's up to you. It's all right.
The lines I took slightly different lines.
All right, guys. There's our 20 leg parlay. Follow the Instagram. We'll post the whole thing there. Jack will put his locks up.
Yeah.
I'll put my jimmies up.
Do we have another question?
We do have a couple questions here.
We'll run through before we get off here.
We have Mr. Magic.
Well,
if you got to get going, I can answer the rest of them here.
I got 5 minutes.
All right, we got Mr. Magic. Who are some guys that come to mind that you can think of sell high right now? Mark Andrews might be one. He's been playing recently.
I like Mark.
See, like it depends because I have Tucker Kraft also. So as a Mark Andrews guy, and if I need help, like I need running back help. So if I can sell Mark Andrews for a good running back, I'm selling Mark Andrews. DeAndre Hopkins.
Wait, but you already have a tight end. That's different.
That's what I mean. I'm saying if you have a tight end, then you could trade him away to fill a gap. Mark Andrews probably could sell high. DeAndre Hopkins could be a good sell high right now.
Yes.
Trying to think off the top of my head who would be good sell high. You know, people love players post trade deadline. If you've been rostering a guy like Mike Williams or Khalil Herbert, and there's a guy who likes the potential upside of those guys, maybe see if you can get rid of them.
Deontay, maybe.
You can say Kate Allen, but I wouldn't trade Kate Allen. Kate Allen's going to be your league winner this year, so if you have Kate Allen, I hang tight to him.
Kate Allen.
Trying to sell high at the top of my head.
I can't think of that many guys right now at the top of my head. You can do magic. You can have anything that you desire. Sell high on right now. Right now, Cody.
Right now.
Pick up the phone, start selling some players.
I mean, you could probably, before it's too late, you could probably trade a guy like Kareem Hunt because Isaiah Pacheco's going to come back at some point. You can probably get
maybe Chuba.
Chuba Hubbard.
Got a big extension. I like
it, but Jonathan Brooks coming back, so Chuba Hubbard. his production will probably go down just a little bit. Like I said, Kareem Hunt's probably a guy you could probably sell high for 2 running back needy team. Pacheco, he'll be back in a couple of weeks.
We got next.
So those are some that come to mind. There's definitely more out there that I just can't think of right now.
Yeah.
All right, we got Jake. I need a flex tomorrow. Do I put in Jake Ferguson or Austin Eckler? I'm gonna lean Austin Eckler because I think Brian Robinson is gonna miss another week. And Jake Ferguson's going to have Cooper Rush throwing him the ball.
True.
So I lean Eckler just for the upside.
Yeah, I forgot about Cooper Rush for a second. I was leaning Ferguson at first, but probably.
Dak said they're saying 6 to 8 weeks might miss, which is huge. All right. Am I playing CMC or playing it safe with D-Hop? That's another one.
D-Hop.
CMC.
D-Hop.
Is it going to be a snap count? Possibly. Probably see him get 15 touches.
He could easily
score. Yeah, he could easily score. Probably make a couple of catches. D-Hop, obviously coming off a great game.
Yeah, I've talked myself in the CMC. I'd start him. Over D.
It's a coin flip for me, honestly.
It's close.
Obviously, you have CMC, the name, the potential is all there, but I don't know if you necessarily see the workload that we're used to. Like I said, D-Hop, hot hand. Looks like Mahomes found it, another favorite target of his. You can go either way with that one. You think I could trade D-Hop for a guy like Nico or Tyreek? It could be tough, but I think it could be done.
That's tough.
It's tough.
You definitely have to sweeten the deal. You'd have to put some sugar on your league.
There's definitely some, depending on who the Nico and Tyreek owners are. Some people will fall into the trap of it's DeAndre Hopkins with Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball in the Chiefs offense. It's great.
Mr. Magic, I think you got to invite your buddy over, get him a beer, get him maybe 2 beers, maybe a third and a fourth beer.
I don't think it's as far off as
it
sounds. I know it's crazy to say. I don't think it's that far off, especially like say you're trading, like say the Nico guy is fighting for a playoff spot, needs points now. You can probably get it. And Tyreek Hill, same thing.
But for both, you have to offer something up beyond D-Hop, though.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Like, you're not going to get a straight up D-Hop for Nico.
No, like I said, if the guy with Nico, he should be coming back next week. But if the guy needs points,
unless someone's really worried about Nico, like if Nico looks bad, first week he comes back and he looks slow and he doesn't have that many touches, like jump on it.
Post-injury performance and stuff, or if he's a guy sitting where he needs to win this week, needs the points, he might be able to pull it off.
Yeah. Also, Tyreek owners are probably worried. He's been slow without Tua.
Tua back, still hasn't been playing.
But I do think that Tyreek is going to perform better.
Sure. I just think rest of season, they're not far off.
No.
And in a weird way, I can see a scenario where D-Hop
has a better fantasy output than
Tyreek. Better than the both of them. I can see it. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's great.
Nico believers.
I look at
Nico believers, man.
If you guys have been watching the show since we started, you guys know how I feel about Nico Collins. But I wouldn't trade Nico Collins for him.
I wouldn't either.
But there's someone out there that would trade Nico Collins for DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
I'm just not willing. It could happen, just depending on who the owners are.
Snake,
you don't think Rush is going to focus on those checkdowns against the Eagles defense? I think so, but I think Dowdle is going to be the checkdown guy. That's the thing you see with a lot of backup quarterbacks.
Also,
you do see a lot of checkdowns.
Eckler, they're not going to be able to run the ball that well against Steelers defense.
No, but Eckler could catch a couple passes. You know what I mean?
But
he's due to catch the passes.
Higher upside, Eckler or Ferguson?
Eckler.
Yeah?
I think so. Because Ferguson's not going to run the ball. And I can see a world where they each have 4 or 5 catches.
Yeah, they're close.
I lean Eckler. And I agree that Rush could focus on the checkdowns. But I also see a scenario where Cooper Rush is going to panic, throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb has 12 targets.
Yeah.
And I think Dowdle is going to be the biggest beneficiary out of this.
So what I think about it, I think I'd have to sit down and think about it, and it would be close to a coin flip for me. I'd kind of just
see this. This one's further apart for me than
Eckler's competing with
Nico and D-Hop.
Eckler's competing with another running back anyway too.
Well, Brian Robinson might not play though, is what I'm saying.
He's questionable.
Yeah. So then Eckler kind of takes the realms there. I mean, you have that McNichols guy who kind of steals some goal line touches, but like I said, I can see a scenario where they both catch the same amount of passes and then add the rushing that Eckler will have.
John just said Cowboys are going to explode. I mean,
Johnny. Sorry, buddy.
Well, I don't know if you heard earlier, Johnny. Cody, you had some insider information about Dak being out.
Yes, Dak out 6 to 8 weeks is what they are saying.
That's
so Johnny might have to hang up the Cowboys
unless
this year.
There is the wild card of Trey Lance.
I was going to say there's Trey Lance. I'm surprised that they're going Cooper Rush over Trey Lance.
I was just talking with a coworker this last week. He was talking to me about Cooper Rush and the Eagles. I said, "Don't be surprised." Don't be surprised if second quarter Cooper Rush, they're down 10 points. Cooper Rush not doing too well. Put in Trey Lance and just see what you got. Because
I think the reason
nothing to lose.
The reason they're going Rush is because was it 2 years ago where Dak missed like the first 4 games of the year?
Cooper Rush was on a run.
Yeah, so I think that's probably why they're going Rush. He's been there longer, knows the system a little better, has the starting experience.
No, they also had a better defense and run game, but still.
But yeah, the Cowboys are probably going to implode. It's probably one you don't want to watch if you're a Cowboys fan.
If you're a Jonathan Mingo fan, though.
Ricky Pearsall, Demario Douglas, Xavier Legette. I
like Legette.
I know you're a Legette guy. I probably go
Xavier Legette. Or Pearsall.
I probably go Pearsall.
But I think
probably go Pearsall.
I guess the number one now, though.
Yeah, don't sleep on Jalen Coker though. Don't sleep on him.
Know who that is.
Sleep on. Head coach loves him. Undrafted guy out of I forget what school.
I can't sleep on people that I don't know.
But Jalen Coker, don't sleep on him. Head coach has been talking him up a little bit. Been playing pretty decent past couple weeks. By decent, I mean I think last week he had like 2 catches for whatever. But for an undrafted guy, take him. Just got rid of what's his name too, Jonathan Mingo. Cowboys big acquisition there.
Yes.
So maybe more targets going around. So yeah, maybe we'll get. I don't know. He wasn't really getting targets, Mingo, to begin with. Pearsall for me.
I'll go look at.
Call me crazy, but Stelheim, Jamar Chase. I'm not liking the playoff schedule.
Nah,
fair to say,
Bengals.
Burrow's going to look his way.
Yeah, Bengals get hot late. I know it doesn't look good in the beginning, but they're going to be fine.
Yeah, there's some guys that you definitely got to worry about playoff schedule with, but there's also some guys that are just kind of matchup proof. And Jamar to me is one of those guys.
Plus,
he's going to get his looks. He's going to get his touches.
Elite players, doesn't matter about who they're playing. They're going to perform well.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If you can trade Jamar and get the house for him,
then
go right ahead. But I mean, I'm not just going to sell him just based off the playoff schedule.
No, yeah, that's what
I don't mean at all.
I made the unfortunate mistake last year selling Raheem Mostert pretty high, with one of the factors being, Dolphins' schedule gets hard. They're not going to be able to run the ball that well, and Raheem Mostert's old. He still finished as the RB1 or 2.
Yeah,
and it was not the right call for Jacko, but
we've all been there, brother. Start Brian Thomas Jr., Waddle, or Amari. Well, Amari Cooper, I think we just had news earlier that he won't be playing.
Yep.
So I'm going Waddle here only because, Brian Thomas Jr. still dealing with an injury himself, and Mac Jones will be starting. Don't know how that's going to go.
Maybe Waddle.
Yeah, I'll go Waddle on that one. Trade Jamar for Henry and AJ. Then yeah. I mean, yeah, that's
I do that.
I would
RB1, and AJ Brown's placement. I mean, Jamar is obviously
AJ Brown after
that last game, but prior to the last game, they were pretty close.
They're going to go back and forth. Who's going to have more points each week, and then you get Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
so that's an easy yes. So if you can get that for Jamar Chase, easy.
Oh, yeah,
easy.
Look at this.
Call me crazy, but Broncos break the Chiefs. Thank you, Snake. Thank you.
They don't do it, man.
We're gonna see. I have someone on my side.
The Chiefs. You got Snake on your side.
That's all that matters. Snake's opinion. Snake's opinion to me matters like 3 people's.
Snake already started drinking today with this type of a comment.
I value Jake's opinion, and I value this one, and I agree. Snake, thank you.
The Chiefs. I've said it before. Say it again. regular season Chiefs are going undefeated.
I'm telling you, man, Chiefs offense.
And
It
if
hasn't played
they
great
do
this
lose a
year. The
game,
Broncos defense is way too good.
I know I like Bo Nix. But
Early in the year,
you
you were the Bo Nix believer. I think I've turned into a bigger Bo Nix believer.
Just because I don't think the Chiefs are going to lose to the Broncos doesn't mean I don't.
No, I'm
believe
just
in
saying.
Bo
All I'm just
Nix.
saying is I think I've become a very big Bo Nix fan without even realizing it.
Oh, I still love Bo Nix, dude. Dude, did you see the Oregon? We were talking about the Oregon hype video the other day of the coach doing the yeah. Well, I'm thirsty for those. As
Jake,
an Eagles fan,
you and I'll have a toast with them, and we'll make Jack watch.
I would love to drink them as an Eagles fan, but I just don't see them losing.
I'm gonna get a water bottle next week. I'm gonna take the wrapper off. And I'm just
Chiefs tears.
Mahomes tears. I'm gonna be drinking them next week. Pour up some Mahomes tears. All right. Jack's got to get going. We're gonna have to
here.
Might have to close up here. If anyone's got any last minute questions, comments, please drop them. Bro, I look like Eli Manning. That's crazy. Which one, me or Jack?
I've heard that I look like Eli Manning before.
So I've never noticed it, but
if Johnny's still in the chat, we went to Planet Fitness one day. We're literally just doing like decline bench press, like mind our own business. This guy.
And they said you look like Eli Manning.
Like 47-year-old guy, bald, like yoked dude's like, man, you look like Eli Manning. I'm like,
that's awesome.
I'm like, what? Are you talking to me?
That's awesome. All right, maybe it is Eli Manning.
I'll take it. Eli's a sharp fellow. I don't got the quarter zip.
Sure, yeah.
I don't got the quarter zip.
We'll start wearing them.
Halloween next year.
Yeah. No. All right, traded Dell and Pollard for Chase Brown and Brian Thomas Jr. Won the trade.
Well, Dell.
I like Brian. So if we're going to break it down position, I like Brian Thomas Jr. over Dell. And I mean, going forward, I like Brown over Pollard. So yeah, I mean, I like what you got back. I think you won. I like the Brown and BTJ side. I mean, do I think Chase Brown is going to get you the 20 points each week he did this week? Probably not. I think a little bit gets worked in a little more.
I don't know. I like Chase Brown as our RB1 on that team now.
Sure. But I'm just saying, I don't know if he's going to get you those 20. What do you have, like 8 catches or 7 catches Thursday night? I just don't see those performances happening. But I like, Brown over Pollard, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then BTJ over Dell. Yeah, I like it. Chase Brown, BTJ side, I'll take that.
Word, yeah, I agree.
All right, I think that might have to be it. Jacko's we got
a solid fat hour and a half here before some college ball on a Saturday. You mentioned earlier a little action on Bama. That spread's pretty good.
Oh, bam.
Roll Tide. But yeah, boys.
All right. As always, just one more read off here. Trophy Smack. Go get it right. Go get your trophies. Because like I keep saying, what's better than winning your league? If you got nothing fun to it. Yeah, I mean, you can pull up the app and show everyone, but
you gotta
wear this out. Like, come on, dude.
You gotta wear it out.
You go to the bar, dude.
You go to Backyard Ale House wearing
you were the coolest guy.
Wearing this guy.
You're the coolest guy in that place.
You're not leaving alone.
Oh, not a chance. Not if I'm there. Also, go over to Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code GETRIGHT. You get a deposit match of 50% up to $1,000. It's free money. Who doesn't love free money?
Currently in first place in 2 of my entries on Underdog right now to win 10K, and I'm just like, I'm tweaking. So, you're an Underdog. If you like fantasy,
throw 2 bones, might win 12 grand. All right, guys. As always, we appreciate you guys, coming in, talking to us for a little bit on your Saturday mornings, taking time for us.
Absolutely, boys.
One more slide I want to put up. Do not forget to go give the others a follow.
Yes, sir.
Fantasy Football Tavern, Extra Point, and the Fantasy Boardroom. Come on, just support everyone. Y'all love football. We love football. They love football. We all love football.
100%.
All right, guys. That's
football, boys.
Going to be a wrap here. Again, thanks for coming in. We will catch you. Oh, sorry for the delay on the episode this week.
It's going to be close to 11
issues, but next episode should be out. Wednesday or Thursday.
Also, Sweet Life Pod, slightly late, but it's up right now. If you guys want to go check it out.
This morning, I believe.
early this morning. Go check it out on YouTube or Spotify, wherever you listen to
wherever
that
you
stuff.
prefer to listen.
And then Sweet Life Football. Go follow the Instagram too.
Instagram is in the description.
It's a Sweet Life show.
Shirt orders are in, so if you didn't put your orders in, you can still fill out the form. That order just won't go in until we put the next order in.
Mm-hmm.
So don't think you're not getting one. You just won't get one this time around.
I think maybe the next couple of weeks or so.
Yeah, should be, give it 2-3 weeks until we get them. And we'll start distributing those. Want to shout out Jake Snake, who's in our comments before, and our boy Adam. I don't know if he's in here. They responded with the promo code, so their shirts will be free. So shout out to you guys. Mm-hmm. Other than that, we'll catch you here next Saturday. See you guys.
Adios. Is that it?